Hello everyone, my name is Harishankar Sharma and I am an industrial expert in PLC programming, HMI designing and SCADA development and troubleshooting. In this tutorial we will go through PLC programming of S7-200 models with HMI communications. Also, not only we will do everything in simulation, we will also do hardware configuration. In hardware configuration we will also do wiring. We'll try to connect inputs and outputs. I'll show you actually how to do wiring, what are the different ways to wire a PLC, and also we'll try to establish a communication between my PLC and a HMI. For HMI I'll be using WinCC Flexible 2008 as you can see on my screen. For PLC programming I'll be using Step 7 Microwin SP9 version 4.0. Now before we jump into it, I'll highly recommend you to download the manual of S7-200. It is easily available in the internet. Even if you will just go online and you will search S7-200 models, you'll get a manual which looks like this. Okay, why I'm suggesting to download this manual is manual gives you a lot of details, and those details are really sometimes become very handy to you. See, even whatever you are doing, at the end of the day, few supports for which you may not find a proper answers, you may find those answers in the manual. That is why I recommend you to download the manual and just every now and then go through it. It would be a really handy to you. Okay, so this is the manual for it. However, let's try to open the PLC, let's try to open the programming software and try to design a simple logic. Okay, one by one I'll tell you what is what. Okay, what is timer, what is counter, what are the different types of timers, what are the different types of counters, what is the use of NO coil or NC coil or output coil or NO bit, NC bit, output bit, or variable bits, how to use them, everything I'll explain you in details. Okay, so as of now we'll just try to install this. I have already installed the software. I'll recommend to download you these softwares, and also for simulations I'll recommend you to download this S7-200 simulator. Okay, because you may not have the PLC in your house, and I'll seriously not recommend that you have to buy a PLC to program. It's not necessary, it's not required. Okay, but I'll show you the required things. However, if you remember it or if you follow my videos, those are sufficient enough. So this is the simulation, S7-200 simulation software. I'll also dump in any server where you can download. Okay, so let's try to download, create a simple program, and try to simulate it now, and let's see what happens when. Okay, in further classes I'll discuss in more details how it is working, what is the major agenda of it, and before programming what you have to think. Okay, it's like entirely up to you how you design the logic. Okay, a logic can be designed in multiple ways. Don't think that there is only one way to design a logic. It just it, just do it. Okay, so let's open Step 7 Microwin SP9 and design a simple logic. Okay, so this is the interface you will see. Okay, in this you can see this is a toolbar. This you will be using a lot. Compiling, this is for uploading, this is for downloading. Now here people have a lot of confusion. I'll try to clarify that confusion, and I'll also tell you a trick how to remember it. These are the basic operations. This is when you go online, when you have hardware and all those things, to look into it. Okay, these are other options about which I'll tell you in further classes. Here also they have few options, many options. We'll also look into it. We'll try to understand what is what. Okay, here are the basic instruction. You will be working on it a lot. Okay, and this is your programming window. Here you will be programming. Okay, basic programming will be done here, and after that subroutine interrupts will also work on it. So for a beginner, just write down a simple logic. Let's write a simple logic. Okay, I just want to design a logic such that when I press a button, the output is high. Okay, and I'm thinking that it's a toggle switch. I hope that you know what is the difference between toggle switch and push buttons. If not, in further classes I'll explain you that also, don't worry. So I'm hoping that I have a toggle switch. I'll press that button, my output will be high. Okay, means I'll change the status of the toggle button, output will be high. I'll again change the status of the toggle button, the output will be low. So corresponding to that, just let's design a logic. Okay, so I'll take one NO coil and one output. Okay, let's make it as simple as possible. So the address I want to give is, the Siemens has given the addresses in this format, that is I0.0. Now what is that? What is this I? What is this 0? What is this 0? Again I'll explain you in coming classes. Okay, and for output, the Siemens has given addresses in this format, Q0.0. Again I'll explain you everything, don't worry about it. The logic is designed. Okay, and since S7-200, this microwin application doesn't come with simulation, and they do not provide it simulation module for this microwin. That is why we have separate software. This is simulator. Now to use it in simulator, first we have to save this project. I have to select export. Okay, now in export, go to desktop, like save it wherever you want. I am saving it in my desktop. Okay, here create one folder and rename it as you can give any name. Okay, test3 file name I am creating it as test3 only. Okay, and save it. Okay, once the saving is done, then minimize this and open your simulator. Hold on a second. Okay, insert your access key. Okay, and come to this program, select load program, select all, then select accept, then choose the location where you have saved the program. I saved it in desktop, in Siemens project, in test3, this AWL. Okay, select open. You will get this information, leave it, ignore it. Okay, this program OB1 is not required, I need only this thing. Okay, this will show me exactly what happens when I toggle a button. Since I have used a physical input, okay, so that is why I have to toggle it from here. So toggle it, just you have to select this run button, select yes. Okay, we are in running mode, you can see we are in run mode. Select this state program. Okay, see, you can see here, and then select this. Not state table is not required, simple reading is simple reading, leave it. So what I have done is, my logic was, if I 0.0 is high, Q 0.0 will be high. This, if you will see, this is I 0.0 and this is Q 0.0. Here also you can see the logic. So if I press this button, my input is high, corresponding output is high. If you see here in the PLC, input is high and the corresponding output is high. So my logic is successful, there is no problem with the logic. If there have been any project in problem, it would have been shown any errors. Okay, or it wouldn't have been executed, anything may happen, but actually I had to do compiling and all those things. Everything else explain you in detail in upcoming classes. Okay, as of now this is the introduction, and soon we'll jump into deeper programming and we'll try to understand how everything works around PLC. Okay guys, thank you very much, see you in next class.